Hmm. So, yeah, things cease to wonder. Been on the phone all day, all night looking for a new place because of the situation I was put into by a individual that pulled the rug out from me and my dogs, thus making me homeless and on the verge of losing everything because she wanted shits and giggles, or they wanted shits and giggles, and they're vindictive, waste of skin, hateful, vile, evil people that did this to me. I've been through a lot, but I've never, even when Joan kicked me out at fucking 14 in the middle of winter up in northern Alberta, Cold Lake, where the snow was up at my knees and I had no winter gear or fuck all, and I had to live on the streets of Grand Center for like a month, sleeping in shacks and in fucking apartment fucking lobbies and everything, doesn't compare to what this individual did to me currently. Oh, you're supposed to be barky, dog. The same person that said that did all this also came up with this crazy story that my dogs always bark, which just shows me that they were never going to rent to me and they were just setting me up to do this to me. But anyway, since the last time I rented, how you doing, brah? Since the last time I rented, all I needed was credit check, which I always had good credit. References, I've always had the references of my previous landlord or current landlord or whatnot. The funds to pay for the rent, which I do. And that was it. But now I'm finding out a much different story lately is the discrimination of people on age. Like last time I was looking for a place, which is like 4 years ago, all I needed, if I said age, that was a guaranteed income. That was guaranteed. Now it's not being guaranteed, or it's not being accepted. My credit's not being accepted. My references aren't being accepted. And now they're demanding co-signers because I only make 19 below the standard poverty, which is what? 22 to 25 per month, and I'm making 19. Guaranteed. I've never had any issues about not paying my rent or whatnot, and yet here I am, not able to get a place, even though I got good credit, references, and I always pay my rent. I need a co-signer. I don't know anybody, and I wouldn't ask anybody to be a co-signer because that just makes tension that just makes things more awkward. So not only do people like me get discriminated against by the way we look, by our disabilities, but now we're being discriminated against because of our financial situations. And I only want this to get out because I want the ignorant people that think that homeless and people being homeless is due to their fault. Why do I keep putting these and posting these ads and these? Because it's real life happening in real time. I'm not one of these fake people that have scripts and edits and makes everything look so beautiful and look this way and shake my ass. I can shake my ass. See? Fucking Lando can shake his ass. Social media is about a lie and all this bullshit about fucking how you should be and how everything should be. But it's not. It's far from it. I've been trying to be a good person. Did everything right. Been doing everything right the last 30 years. Stay out of trouble. Keep my nose clean. I keep to myself for the last 30 years. Decide to be alone. Rescue 2 dogs. And people are going to say, oh, well, you have 3 fucking dogs. You should get rid of them. I say I rescued Lando and Padawan, but they rescued me. And Padawan was there with Steve when he needed somebody. For that, she has my loyalty until my last breath draws. And I never expected or planned. There was no plans or intentions of losing my landlord, friend, brother, family member, just out of the blue like we did on February 18th. Which is ironically is the same date of my Leia's birthday. But at no time was this planned or this event ever even speculated. I'm not evicted or homeless because of I'm rent or I'm partying or I'm not paying rent. I'm evicted. I'm homeless and and have to move because of unforeseen circumstances. Was it my fault that we are in this position? To a point, yes. I took a leap of faith in somebody, and that person let me down. That person did me dirty, and that person, foolingly knowing what they were doing, when I asked 4 days before the end of the month, and I begged and I pleaded with them, please, are you sure you want to rent to me? I have like 3 days. I can fix this with 3 days, you know? They assured me 3 times with witnesses, yes, yes. We entered an agreement months before all this happened with witnesses, and she agreed, yes, I'm going to rent to you. I'm going to do this. And then on the 1st, I paid my rent. A week before the 1st. And before the last meeting, 4 days before the 1st, she had my rent for October 1st. I begged and pled with her. Yes, she said. Yes, they said, I'm going to rent to you. Now I'm looking at this fucking position where people are calling me scammers. I got a ghost account. Kevin James, 51, telling me I should get a fucking job and that I'm only doing this for pity. This is real life. This happens every effing day. This isn't social media, and I've never been one to lie or to BS or to do any of this. I ain't shaking my T&A on this for attention. I'm not telling people how to be for attention. I'm not telling people how to look for attention like social media does. I'm not a Kardashian. I'm not whatever. I'm not taking pictures and I'm not scamming people with Bitcoins. with dink doinks or cyber zoos. I'm showing people truth, reality. And it's hard and it's ugly. And there's more stories, real stories about this that people ignore. Be nice. Don't bark. See? Be nice. Nice. Get your fur down. You're not a meanie. Just because that dog's a meanie, you're not a meanie. And that just goes to show you, this person that pulled the rug out on me for October 1st and put me in the dogs in position, kept stating, oh, the dogs bark all the time. We just walked by a barking dog. I didn't hear any other dog barking besides the dog that was barking. Did you? But yet, my dogs are problems. Huh. But anyway, this is what reality is. I've been looking for help and advice and guidance on this. At no time did I say I needed extensive amount of money or any of this. All I've asked for is for help, guidance, and advice. I need a place. I need a home. We all need a home for me, the dogs. Or I need winning lotto numbers so I can buy a ticket, win the ticket, and buy the house I'm currently in for $300,000 or about. That's all I'm asking for. And that lottery number, getting the lottery numbers for a small lottery, for Encore. I just need $300,000 to buy the house I'm living in, or a down payment. So if I could win $100,000, then I can put a down payment on the place, and then all these problems go away. But that's not going to happen. So I need a place, and I'm just asking for people. If you know of a place, if one of your associates is trying to rent a place and can't find a good tenant, I'm right here. Right here. I don't have a cosigner, but I have good credit. I have good references that back me up. I'm quiet. I'm clean. I don't bother anybody. I don't go out of my way to bother anybody. I'm trying to be a better person, and in the last 30 years, been on that position. I got projects that are worth money. Me and the dogs need a place to live. We don't need pity. We don't need any of the things that this Kevin James 51 keeps spewing, that ghost account. I don't know what else to say to people. I've done everything right. Yes, I was a former criminal. Yes, 30 years ago, 28 years ago, I made a decision to be by myself, to keep my baggage with me. So when I pass away, all the baggage and all the curse die with me. Oops, you went poopy. That's a good boy. I've never asked to be in this position. I don't want pity. I just want a fair, legitimate place for us to live. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for, whatever. I'm just asking for help to find us a home. If you can't provide that help, or you can't provide words of encouragement or anything, like the Kevin James and the Karen ballads and whatever that keep getting me up and hitting me up and busting my balls and saying I'm a liar and I'm a scammer and all this other shit, I don't need you. I don't need your comments. I don't need your views. I don't need you as a person in my life. You're toxic.